Never gone, I knew the song. Young girl with eyes like the desert. It seems like yesterday, not far away. Tropical, the island breeze. All of nature wild and free. This is where I long to be. La Isla. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Earth 2 Omi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. And wow, already we got Legacy of Bermuda with a super chat saying, Hi, Legacy of Bermuda. How's it going? I love you, man. Huff699. Not 100% sure what that means, but I think that's just the currency that you're using. So, what I am going on about today, I guess I'll start with E2 finances. I had Nameless from Guidebook Gaming on my stream yesterday, link down below for Guidebook Gaming, and we were talking about a lot of different stuff. Partly about him taking some of his initial investment out. He's now playing with house money, which a lot of people do with stocks, a lot of people do with crypto, a lot of people do with video games like this, play to earn, those types of things, which of course Earth 2 will be a play to earn game. And what he had done was he had said, okay, yeah, this is what I'm going to do. And he's done this with stocks as well. The money that he put in, he took out, and he still has I don't know how many tens of thousands of tiles on there that he's just playing with house money. Now, for me, it got me thinking, okay, well, I told him on stream, and it was on stream yesterday. You can go look at it. It's Chavez podcast number 26, I think. It might not have even uploaded yet. But my idea was that, okay, I am going to have, why I haven't put as much money into Earth 2 as I have with Omi and Akomi products is that the crypto isn't out yet for Earth 2, and the essence and jewels don't really have utility, and it's coming, but it's just not there yet. So I thought, okay, well, if I can make a lot of money with Omi beforehand, and let's say, granted, it reaches 10 cents by next year when we're all full-fledged into Phase 2 and the crypto comes out for Earth 2, I just take 5% of that and chuck that back into Earth 2, at least minimum the crypto, which is $500,000. So I was like, okay, now it might be a decent idea to take some out, put it into Omi, because again, what's that going to do? Is it going to maybe double, by next year? Because you do have people buying every day. So I did start to do that. I started to sell some of the land that is not in Antarctica in my megacity. So link to Chaveztopia down below. That'll never sell. That's just going to be there forever. And what I would do with those funds is, again, however much I make, I'll put back in. Yeah, a lot of it's going to be land, but a lot of it's going to be in the crypto as well. So those are my plans right now. But speaking of Akomi and Akomi-related products, I was just finishing up a Taps Trades video. I didn't finish it yet. The Taps Trades video that I was doing was, or that I wasn't doing, that I was watching, it's about all of the big catalysts that are coming up. One of which I guess I will talk about right here. It was also the subject of a video I did yesterday, and it happened to be Immutable having Pokemon. Immutable having, and when I say that, it's kind of unconfirmed. You go to the test site, and the test site, again, not Immutable itself, the test site has Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon and these types of different things, which is fine. And I think somebody went on and they said, yeah, you click that, and that is a link. It takes you right to the Pokemon website. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. That being said, anyone could do that. Anyone that's a dev, that's a troll that can go on there and do that. Just because it's a placeholder that says Pokemon, even if it didn't go to the site, it would just be like, oh, okay, anyone can do that. But the fact that it goes to the Pokemon website is like, okay, that's interesting. Now, could a troll have done that as well? Sure, absolutely. And again, they're saying, well, we see the Pokemon thing on there, and we see Yu-Gi-Oh! And we also see Veve in a separate thing. Shouldn't it be on the same banner? Yeah, you're probably right. It probably should be at some point. But again, this is the test website. This is the test network. So even though that they're just doing these to test, and maybe they'll have it under the Veve banner at some point. Or maybe they don't. Maybe it's the fact that, hey, Veve has 2 or 3 certain types of licenses. Like, let's say, sorry, I have some butter on my face. Let's say they have I had a bagel this morning. Let's say they have the digital statues and they have the manga. And then clearly what we see here is the playing card game, the trading card game online. So we would have, and we know we have cards with We have cards with Veve because we see that on the open screen. But with this type of thing, you're thinking like, okay, just because Pokemon might be doing with Immutable on their own in this one aspect doesn't mean that we won't have it in other aspects. But again, this is all kind of just speculation and hearsay. Up until Veve confirms, yeah, that's ours, or up until they say, actually, that's not ours, but this is ours. Any one of those or a combination of a few, it is just speculation. Speaking of speculation, someone was on the site this morning, and this is why I think this makes me believe that this might not be real, is because you have Obama Snow. Obama Snow evolves from, I forget what even Pokemon, but that's a card that was on the test website this morning, and if they're gonna put anything on there, why would they put like a Generation 6 Pokemon or 5 Pokemon, whatever it is? They would most likely start with a card like from the original. That is not an original card. That is, like 10, 15 years later. So I either someone's really trolling or like, well, we'll try it with this card because this is a card that nobody really cares about. So maybe that's the thing. But speaking of testing, I had a couple of people send me this that note Omi to Gems conversion is not a spot rate. It is the market rate, which may fluctuate at the time of conversion. So it looks like people are starting to be invited to test that type of thing. I would like to think that I wasn't invited because either it's random or that they knew that I would no way put any of my Omi in there right now and convert it to gems. That being said, this is not the first time you've been able to do that. Back in the day, a year ago, or earlier this year, you were able to put Omi to gem. You have a bunch of Omi, oh, we can put it into gems. So clearly that's what we're going to be able to do right now. So I thought that was really interesting too. So things are moving. They're moving along. Taps Trades, his last video, says we're about to enter phase 3 in the switch over to Immutable. And so a lot of big things are coming. I can't wait for it. I put in another order last night. So as of today, I should have 111.8 million Omi. I could still get it slightly higher, and I could still get, that next million. It's just, and anyone remember the Miracle at Marriott, where the guy, I forget the golfer's name, he would always win these, PGA tours and everything, and then he just, car crash, never the same again. I was like, nope, he's never gonna golf. His putt game is gone, short game is gone, everything is gone, and then through like 18 months of rehab or whatever it was, he goes in and he wins the next PGA Tour. He wins the next round of golf, and it's like, and no one expected it. But it seems like the victories came at a much greater cost to him afterwards. Whereas I can still get, I could do that, get another couple 100,000, but I have 2 Pokemon cards left. Collectively, they're worth, I don't know, 5K, give or take. I won't be able to sell them for that. I'd probably have to do like 4,500 maybe even less. But and again, like the last thing that I said I would never sell that I'm selling for right now is some of those Earth 2 things. So again, sorry for the 8 to 9 minute rant. I know I'm going to be behind on comments forever, but that is the stuff that I wanted to talk about today. So come on and ask me anything. Brendan Z says unofficial. Aw. Brendan Z says maybe the TCG is just integrating its marketplace within Immutable X. It's possible. Again, if Pokemon sees exactly what is going on, and maybe they're like, hey, Veve has these licenses, let's say for the digital statues and the manga and, what maybe sound bites, whatever else. And Pokemon's like, well, the cards, we're going to put this in there right away. And maybe this is their own thing. So it's possible that happens. Hersamina says, let's get this, can't wait, Ghost, oh! Hey, Legacy Bermuda, how's it going? I miss you, man. Milham says, howdy crew, what's going on, Milham, how you doing? Lynn X says, hey everyone, Randy, have you seen someone in the works of making applications for practicing Veve buy drops? I did, I forget whose Twitter I saw it on, but it's like, all right, practice guys, 10 seconds, and, but I don't know who it was. I've seen it a couple times though. Heaven says, all roads lead to the king. Oh yeah, Bitcoin all-time high. Like, yeah, so Hetman says Bitcoin adoption coming on bigger scale. Yeah, Bitcoin's at the all-time high, which is absolutely bananas. I um, kind of wish I could get some. I mean, I guess I can. I could put in like maybe a grand or whatever. Like, not that it's gonna matter. My girlfriend though, girlfriend's got 3/4 of a Bitcoin because of me. And what is Cash App right now? Let's see what Cash App. Or I'm sorry, not Cash App. Well, on the Cash App. Let's see what Bitcoin is right now. It was like 60. Oh, 66.8 thousand dollars. So 66.8 times 0.75. So the girlfriend only put in about 25 grand, got 3/4 of a Bitcoin, months ago, and now she's made, because of me, $25,000 this year. You're welcome, babe. You're welcome, wherever you may be. She's off today. I should text her. I should give her a text. I was like, babe, man, I don't want to do it right now because then she'll text back. Like, why aren't you texting back? Like, I'm street. Anyway, moving on. Free Kip says, "Where's Randy?" Oh yeah, sorry guys. I had to pick up laundry. Had to go get breakfast. I gotta wait. I gotta arm day today. Arm day. So I had to carb up. So I got 2 bagels toasted with butter. I asked for an egg bagel toasted with butter and an egg everything toasted with butter. And you know what they gave me? They gave me 2 egg everything toasted with butter, which is it's fine. It's fine. I'm not going to complain because they are doing hard work. They take hundreds of orders a day. If they mess up one of my things, I don't really care. Ginferno says, "Howdy, what's going on?" Mana says, "I have less than 1,000 tiles on E2, all class 2 and lower. Should I hold or sell for Omi?" No. It depends where you have them. If they're in Chaveztopia, stay. No. It depends. Because I mean, let's say that you'd probably have to do it on, because again, it seems like the whole world was kind of dipping at one point, where Pokemon were in a dip. We're in a big valley right now. Same thing with E2. Now, don't get me wrong. There are a ton of people in E2. I think mostly whales that are buying. Take a look at the metrics. What Nameless was telling me yesterday. Like, a lot of people in E2 are they're not kids. They're not young. They're college graduates. They're older. They're white males, and they're just they know what they're doing. Again, John Damon, Logan Paul, these guys from South Korea, they know what they're doing, and so again, you have maybe a couple hundred, a couple thousand people. Let's say 10,000 people that know what they're doing, but that does not take the place of when we had 400,000 users all actively buying. And when that happened, you're just like, okay, well, these guys are all actively buying. That's going to shoot the price up a lot. You have a lot of people with a lot more money getting into this right now. But it doesn't take the place of 100,000 people putting in, their paychecks, which is what we did back in the day. So you're gonna have to sell it at a discount. How much of a discount? I don't know. 60% off, maybe. You got to see if it's worth it, because you got to pay that 5% profit tax, and then so the 5% is taken off the profits, and then outside of that, you have to go and say, well, you have to, in order to get Omi, I'd have to buy Bitcoin, and you can do XLM. I think XLM is easier. It's less fees, and you send that over to Bit4x. Bit4x takes a fee. So it's just how much fees are you like? How much are you really getting? I don't know if it's worth it. I'm selling some of mine because I had, I was like in the top 200 accounts in the game. I had a lot of tiles to spare, but that's just me. Milham says, "Good morning, Randy." What's up, Milham? Mark D says, "Why does everybody want Omi to pump so hard, so fast? Why do they all want more exchanges, more marketing now? It's free money. The longer the price stays down, the more burn, the more opportunity to accumulate." It says, "It all seems so short-sighted to me." I think people have been waiting a long time. Like, they've been like for crypto, this is like years. Even though that we were at a penny, and this is all taken within a year, within the last like 8 or so months, where they've been waiting for it to pump. But which again, if according to stocks, like no, just buy and hold for years. Like Tesla, from like 2013 through 2018, traded like sideways for like years, So that's nothing in the world of stocks, but in the world of crypto, this is forever. Like in the world of crypto, this is years. In the world of crypto, like JP had like 100-something million Omi left put it in Solana, tripled his money, and came back all before this pumped. So again, this is very, very this is a long time for crypto. Even though, again, me coming from the stock world and finance is like, yeah, this is nothing. This is one investment. That's but in the crypto world, I think that's why. And also, yeah, people just get tired of waiting. I mean, you have the people that the OGs that were in like 2018, 2019 that just like, this already mooned for them. It already 100x, so they're fine. They don't really care. The whale group that I'm in, there's like, yeah, I don't care. Like, it's just, they're so chill. There's like, yeah, it's whatever, man. Like, I already made my thing, you know, they're still working. They're going to wait until it really moons before they, you know, start to, not cash out. They start to take a little off the top, as it were. So yeah, why other people are, yeah, I guess they're waiting for it to moon. They're tired of waiting. I mean, it also is hard when, like, I've been telling I was telling a buddy of mine, I was like, hey, you still got any Tesla? I was like, nah, sold off for Omi. He's like, yeah, you know, I've looked into Omi, but it's right at the same price right it is now as it was when you told me about it back in April. And I was like, yeah, that's the same thing. You know, like, money wouldn't do anything. I was like, well, you know, that's why you dollar cost average. You know, I bought the dip and I pretty much doubled my money. And even though I technically lost the millionaire status because we went down from 0.0083, 0.0065 or whatever, I would still like, listen, I made $1 million, or I was a millionaire because of this, and it'll get back up there. I'm not tripping. It needs to, at this point, it needs to be like 0.0078, 77, give or take. I don't know. Just because of the way the NFTs are rising. That's the other thing I wanted to talk about. Oh my god, that Spider-Man NFT. So Veve was down this morning. I don't know if it's still down. Let's see. Ah, it is not down anymore. The Spider-Man NFT, like that original secret rare, one of the ones that you would need in order, in order to get in that secret Discord chat with Jeremiah Aoyang, Dan Shawbell, Peter Shankman, me, Taps, you need either a Todd McFarlane Batman, or a Superman, or a secret rare Spider-Man. And this bad boy was at like 14.6 yesterday, floor price. I'm trying to look at what it is now, and it's not. Oh, there it is, 13.9. So it's down to 13.9 now. Some people maybe attempting to take a little bit of profit, but it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them have to be sold in order for it to reach a $20,000 floor. And so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 have to be sold for $35,000 floor. So it's 12, 14, 15, 16. There's out of the 62 that's on sale right now, 16 of them are only 16 are below 50K. So I would make the argument that because 14, 13, 12. I would make the argument that maybe there's actually only 11 on sale because the 12th one that's listed is 35 grand. The 11th is 28.5, and that's a big difference. That's, you know, almost $7,000. So I would make the argument that out of the 62 that's on sale, there's really only 11. And again, the one from the number 1 to number 11 is an extra $14,000, $15,000. So yeah, that's a lot. Maybe if you want to make the argument and say like around the price here, it's really only 5, because then not only are you paying, you know, 5 figures, 13,000. You're paying multiple 5 figures, 20 grand at that point. So, so it really all this takes is one millionaire coming in and be like, oh, you mean I have to spend less than $100,000 to get these 5 secret rare Spider-Man, the first Marvel NFT ever? Then the floor suddenly goes to 20 grand. Not even a hard call for some people. And again, that'd be pretty much impossible to do right now. We're trying to, not impossible, but trying to put in 350 gems at a time, 350 gems at a time. I mean, again, once we have that Omi to NFT, which again, I showed you before, and I'll show it to you again. They're starting it. They are starting it where you're able to take your Omi and buy some gems. What's going to happen with that? Well, what's going to happen is that you have these whales that have maybe 100 million Omi that decide, or plus, again, I'm in a whale group that has hundreds of millions. There's a couple that have billions. And yeah, this is that is nothing to these people. Nothing. So moving on. Brendan T says, if the fees aren't too high, I might say trade Omi gems. I don't know what the fees are going to be. Actually, that's true. MTL, I don't know what the fees are going to be with this in order for you to cash out. So I think instead of transferring from... Okay, let's say the fee is 10%. And you have 1,000 gems that you want to cash out, but it's actually only going to let you get $900. Okay, well, why would I do that when I could just, buy something, sell it for the same price, and get it in Omi, and then just transfer the Omi where there should be next to no gas fees? I would just do that, but that's just me. That's just what I would do. Yeah, no. Friends says day. Yep. Hal T says, totally agree, Mark. More time to buy, more gets burned. Can stay at these prices another year for all I care. I would not like this to stay these prices another year. I need these. I need this to moon by, well, technically, I don't really have to pay taxes until April, so maybe in March it can do this. Or if I file an extension, I actually don't have to pay until October of next year. But I kind of want to just get it out of the way, Frenzy says Pokemon C. Oh, says Randy, got my first secret rare yesterday on a rebound at 4 minutes. I attribute that to you and Dashy. Oh, why? Thank you, Wubba Wubba. Thank you so much. Good looks for you. Non-fungible, wonderful pineapple gang. I love you, man. Non-fungible, wonderful is my homie. So, yeah, if this does, again, if Omi stays here for like long term, yeah, that's really, really good. If long term the price stay, we would burn. What is it? We would burn tens of billions of Omi if the price stayed here and for another year, and we get the Veveverse in April, which I think it might be delayed to like June, but let's say April. My God, man, it just won't. It won't do that, but that'd be incredible. And the price would shoot up to like $10 like that. But no, it again, you've had all this growth that should have happened within the past 8 months, and it hasn't. So it's going to be violent. It's going to come back with a vengeance. Like, pull back now. That's the slingshot. That's, oh my God. Pew. Lynn X says, when last 007 collectible reveal? Need to complete that set. I want to complete it too. I don't know when the last collectible reveal would be. Actually, speaking of set, I am almost done. If I go to the market, listings. Oh, my Stelina has not sold yet. I'm going to remove that listing. And I'm going to go profile, full sets. I do not have that full Harley Quinn set yet. I'm missing one of them. So I'm going to go and sell a Stelina because I have like 13 of her still. And they're going for about... It's not time? Okay, there we go. 36. So I'm going to sell this one for 35. Come on. All right, while I look at that, oh no, I am late. Have I missed something? I don't know, 51. If I started there, you missed a bunch of E2 stuff, which is fine, and you missed me saying I have 111.8 million Omi now, which is fine, and I'm going to sell a Stelina right now for 35 doll hairs. It's $5 now. That's pretty cheap. I've been selling them for like 36, 37, but I need to complete this last Harley Quinn set here. The last Harley... I don't even think I need that much. I think I have... Oh, it's the rare that I need. That's why. And the rare is 195. All right, this has stayed pretty steady. And I don't think we're going to have another drop until Saturday. We have that drop tomorrow with the Ben Reilly Secret Spider-Man drop, which is going to be pretty cool. But, yeah, that drop for Saturday, we don't know what it's going to be. Who knows? Shane says, I'm having a feeling Pokemon will just be Pokemon on Immutable X because Poke can develop great things themselves. It's very, very true. It's very, very possible. So we shall see. Ruben Parker says, hey, Randy, what are your thoughts on the Bitcoin 4-yearly cycle and the idea we can go into a bear market going into next year? If this was true, how do you think it would affect Omi? 2013. So for those that don't know what he's talking about, Ruben's talking about the 2013 huge spike, and then 2017 huge spike, and then for Bitcoin. This time, just because that ETF was passed, I would say that this goes to probably $130,000 minimum before we go into a bear market. But I think we got super cycle here. I think this is not like anything else we've ever seen. Why? Because every single other ETF, every single other platform that people have tried to get for Bitcoin has been shot down. No more. Kathy Wood of ARK Invest. You have Jack Dorsey of Square. You have Elon Musk of Tesla and SpaceX and Neuralink and Boring Company. Like, there's so many big and powerful people that are investing in this now. I don't think it's going to do that again. It's just, I just don't see it. Michael Saylor, oh my God, not Grayscale. I forget what he has. I forget what company he has, but Grayscale is another one that has a lot of Bitcoin. MicroStrategy is what Michael Saylor has, and he takes on more debt at a really cheap interest rate to buy more Bitcoin because he knows where it's going. Yeah, that is really, really good. That is super, super fantastic. I don't believe if we do go into a bear market, it's not going to be for a while. In my opinion, maybe end of next year. I don't know. Some people say, oh yeah, bear market, crypto winter. I don't see it at all. And I've said that. I've said that since earlier this year. We have a lot of pressure on the SEC to get this ETF passed. Because again, Brazil and Canada already have it. If we want to stay ahead of China, it's good that China banned it. Like, China is screwing themselves by banning all of that, or attempting to ban. And now, guess what? Where's most of the Bitcoin mined? It's in the U.S. Good. Need to keep U.S. at number one, baby. So yeah, I'm not worried about the bear market for Bitcoin. But to get to your second question, saying this was true, how do you think it would affect OMI? I've said it before. I'll say it again. I don't think anything is absolutely bear-proof. I think that OMI would have some body armor. It would not dip as hard as some of the other things, and it would recover a lot faster. Because what happens in bear markets? Really innovative companies that are disruptive, they tend to do the best. They tend to thrive. Their business plans flourish. Where other companies that just keep doing the same thing, they'll recover, but they'll recover like this, and OMI's going to go, because that's what happens. That's what happened last year with Tesla and Square and Illumina and CRISPR and Fastly and Net, all of these just amazing, great companies. And what happened to the rest of the market? If you have the S&P 500, it slowly went back up, where everyone else just, oh, God, that was so good. Oh, that was so good. So exciting. John Robert Yellen says, hey all, hey Randy and Dashy. What's up, John Robert Yellen? How's it going? Mark D says, thank you for the explanation on OMI pumpers. Excellent job. I'm trying, man. Jane says, I tried to get Secret Rare Spidey on the drop, but it sold out so fast. Yeah, it was insane. It was nuts. I spent, at the time, $3,200 on that Secret Rare Spidey. Went down to $1,600 at one point, and everyone's like, see, you should have waited. And I should have bought another one. But I didn't. It was my fault. I have no one to blame but myself. And then obviously now, oh, hey, that was a good buy you did. Yeah, I knew where this was going. I didn't know when. And timing is never my strong suit. I was early with Tesla. I was early with Bitcoin, some Pokemon cards, and I'm early with OMI. But it always goes up, always moons. So I knew Spider-Man would moon eventually. Again, it's first Marvel NFT. What did you see in that WTF is VV Part 2 by Crypto Far West? The first of anything, it's going to be worth oodles of cash. That's exactly what I said. Perfect. I just didn't know when. In hindsight, yeah, I probably should have suspected that, as more and more get on the market, it should dip. But I did not care. Did not care at all. I knew where it was going. Koja H. Punked says, hey Randy, does the group already exist for Secret Rare Spider-Man? How can I join? Yes. All you need to do is either get a Todd McFarlane Batman, or a Superman, or that Secret Rare Spider-Man. You don't have to get all three. It's just one out of the three. And then have your Discord name on your VV profile. Send me a message on Twitter. I'll invite you. And yeah, that's it. I have sub 250 Spidey common, but I reckon it might be the next Todd. So yeah, it's got to be the Secret Rare Spidey can have the common. But if you have a sub 250 Spidey common, that's good stuff. Keep it. Super Duper Hank says, Randy, still waiting on Coinbase to release my funds, so I bought more Omi coins at the dip. I'm so broke, but Omi rich. There you go, Super Duper Hank. There you go. Yeah, I would say, hang on 1 second here. I'm so broke, but Omi rich. Yeah, a lot of people have had that issue of having to wait like days or weeks for Coinbase to release their funds. Luckily, I have been buying Bitcoin for a while, so it lets me transfer like $100,000 at a time, which is great. Yeah. Shane says, the pose on Spidey common is so popular, but having a sub 250 out of 32,000 mints technically means it's a secret rare Spidey because of the low mint. It is very low, so you done good, mate. You done good. I have a couple of commons, but I don't think any of them are good mints, which is fine. You know, I'm not complaining. I'm just, come on, where you go? Where'd you go? Miss you so. Where are the commons? How many do I have? Oh, I got 3 of them, and they are, what? It says I had 3 of them. Okay, there we go. 14,034, 1,478, and 27,347. I don't even know what these are going for in the market. Oh, whoa, commons are going for 115. Hey now, this is what dream. Oh my god. We are about to do a 30-minute Patreon member shout out. She says she wants to end it all, but she's all alone in her room. She cries. The feelings that's inside are too much for her. She never wants to fall in love with someone in her life that she could trust. Maybe tell her she's enough. Yeah, tell her she's enough. All right, so that was my 30-minute Patreon member shout out. Oh, also, everyone, check out Star Helix on YouTube and Veve Vault on YouTube, and at Not Star Helix and at Hey David Don on the Twitter. They're very cool peeps. Milham says, I pulled the trigger and dumped some comics to finally get a Superman yesterday. Heyo! Good for you, mate. Milos Alexandru says, didn't they said they canceled the Omi to gems and it will be Omi to NFTs? Well, it will be Omi to NFT, like the Johnny Bravo sound effects. Thank you. So it will be Omi to NFTs, but maybe you could say that because they're just using this as a test, and that test is going to somehow convert to NFTs. Not a spot rip. I mean, again, this is the test that they're doing. They're testing the Omi to gems. Are they doing that because, oh, well, that's an easy enough test. It'll translate very easily to buy NFTs? Maybe. I don't know, though. I'm not 100% sure. Mariano Lopez says, it makes no sense. Alfred Kahn and David Yu are the best of the best in the Pokemon world. Owner and head of licensing of Veve, and Pokemon ends up on Immutable X? No, sir. It will be owned by Veve. Mariano Lopez, I love your enthusiasm. And I would say that you're also forgetting Jeremy Pador, who seems to be pretty involved with Veve. He seems to be going and joining all the spaces. He even messaged me once, and he messaged me smiley faces. I'm like, oh, you're great, man. You're great. He's really great. So yeah, the three heads of licenses, like 3 people that have these licenses. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have. But again, they could have both. You know, Veve could have a couple of them, and maybe Immutable X has one just because of what Pokemon's doing. Bubba Wubba says, if Veve announces Pokemon along with Pokemon Legends Arceus game next year, oh, bruh. So, for those of you that have not seen it, although a good amount of you have seen it, I did a video not too long ago, about a week ago, saying why I think Akomi announces Nintendo and Pokemon this month. Yes, I like my own video. 2,300 views. It is I think it's a pretty good video. I think it illustrates very clearly why we do have the Pokemon licenses. That is just my opinion. I'm going to go on my current YouTube video, and I'm going to smash that like button. Can everyone smash that like button with me? That would be great. Thanks, fam. And for those of you that haven't seen the video, let me wind the clocks back on my screenshots here a little bit. Oh, all right. What we got here? Well, that's a Rick and Morty meme. But we have a lot of people have said they'd love to see Pokemon on the blockchain. We aren't there yet, but the man responsible for it is head of global licensing at Akomi. That was August. That was August of 2018. And later in August of 2018, it says, this week we want to share some very special interview footage with you. Thank you all for being part of the Akomi family. Enjoy your weekend. Hashtag Pokemon. Hashtag augmented reality from Akomi. And I know some of you have seen this before. September of 2018. In case you missed it, meet Alfred Kahn, world #1 in licensing and branding, responsible for some of your favorite childhood memories and head of licenses acquisition at Akomi. Hashtag Pokemon. Hashtag TMNT. Hashtag Mario Brothers. Hashtag Nintendo. And that was, again, September of 2018. October of 2018. They say 20 years ago, hashtag Pokemon was introduced to the Western world. It is now the highest grossing brand / IP in the world. Did you know the man responsible for that is head of licensing at hashtag Akomi? Hashtag gotta catch 'em all. So, yes, I am very, 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 very positive that we have Pokemon. At least a couple of the licenses. Why do you think I went all in? Why do you think I put 90% of my net worth into this coin? Because of that. Ruben Barger says, thanks, Randy. Appreciate your take on things. Thank you for listening. Good, Ruben. And we got... Oh, we're only 10 minutes behind on comments. Very good. Super Duper Hank says, see, that's the part I don't understand. If there's a bear market coming, let's sell our Bitcoin around 100K, take our profits, and once Bitcoin goes down, we buy more. Why not just hodl? So yeah, I mean, if you want to do that with Bitcoin, you can. Like, I'm never good at timing the market. First to admit that. I'm always early to things, and if things go down, I don't sell. I just hodl, and then I just buy more. Works for me. It's how I made my fortune. Some people that can do that, they're like, oh, you know, a bear market's probably going to be here, you know, and the top's probably going to be here, so I'm going to sell here before the top, and then they'll buy, you know, just before the bottom. So people do that. They make a lot of money with it. Can I do that? No. Well, I've never tried, but just a little too... I know that, again, if I tried doing that, I think I'd just be guessing for the most part, so I don't want to do that. OVR Land says, when can we see you in the Veve Twitter marathon space? I was in there last night. So I was in there last night where Alex was in and Orange Bag Lady was in. There was like 100-something people in there. So I was in there. I do speak every now and then. It's just a little bit of a busy day. A little bit of busy days, plural. Had a lot of catching up to do. I still haven't finished that last Taps Trades video. Can't wait to finish that. He gets me... Him and Foster Hilt and Non-Fungible... Everyone gets me so bullish, but really a lot of those three. Just Non-Fungible Wonderful's attitude is just contagious. It's like, Pineapple Gang, we out in nature. I freaking love that man. And Taps is so calm, and he's like, oh, by the way, and it's just... I can't do that. I can't stay calm while talking about Pokemon and these licenses. He's like, oh, by the way, and then Foster Hill's just making those spreadsheets. You got Rebel Duck and Butt Thompson that I think were really good with the spreadsheets as well. Different types. Now Valentine getting the Omi tattoo. Just a bunch of awesomeness everywhere. John Robert Yellen says, how do you think this Bitcoin thing is going to impact Omi? Bitcoin goes first. First comes Bitcoin, and then come the altcoins. It's like that one episode in Sex and the City where Samantha's taking on this guy to be like a model. And he's like, all right, I've had no women. I've had a bunch of gay people come after me, but no women. And she's like, listen, first come the gays, then come the girls. And he's like, oh. And then like the next scene, a bunch of girls are like running after him. He's like, oh, I see what you mean. And yeah, so first comes Bitcoin, and then come the alts. Altcoins next. Again, we are on 4 exchanges. Doge is on like 300 plus. 300 plus different ways to get Doge. But Omi, not so much just yet. Very, very difficult. Very hard. So this is more on the line that this would be mooning already if it wasn't for the fact that we had no exchanges. But again, Immutable X, give it a month, guys. Give it a month. We'll probably be on an exchange, a couple of exchanges by the end of next month. Just my opinion. Halty says, you think we'll see a brief crash in the Veve market following MTL? I hope so. I'd really love to complete some sets, but I don't know. Roko Jukovac says, Randy, are you interested in buying the rare Ultimate Fallout number 4 Mint 355? I am not. I have no monies, but I'm sure somebody else might be. Mark L says, 3 heads, Blue Eyes White Dragon of licensing. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. Ascalad says, what about Star Wars? Maybe December? Maybe... Oh, that'd be so great if they... Oh, yeah, by the way, in conjunction with the Book of Boba Fett, we're going to give away, or we're going to start doing the drops of the world's most famous bounty hunter. No, not Dog of the Bounty Hunter, Boba Fett. Oh my god, that'd be amazing. Oh, I would love them so much if they did that. So yeah. That would be great. Again, and then maybe for season 3 of Mandalorian, and they come out with Mando, and then the child, and then Gina Carano's not going to be in there anymore, although I love her. I'm very curious to how they're going to explain it, how they're going to write her off the show automatically. But yeah, well, I'm pretty sure we have Star Wars. I'm pretty sure we have Disney. I'm just no confirmation, no proof, just pretty sure. Christian Velasco says, Randy, my man, interested in Marvel Secret Rare 94, Mint 702, could trade or sale. Love your channel as always. We need Nintendo. Meow. So again, unfortunately I have no money and not really anything I'm willing to trade right now, but maybe at some point in the future, or I'm sure somebody here might. Calljaw H. Punk says, hey Randy, I've messaged you on Twitter. Do you need more? Hang on. Give me like until the end of the stream. I have so many messages right now. I don't want to like open it and then suddenly I forget. So I'll let you know. Jamar says there might be a possibility that Immutable or even Pokemon can develop a card game and Veve with AR collectibles. So I think that too, because again, why are we going to have cards on Veve if we're not going to be able to play with them? So let me get to that screenshot. It was a couple days ago, I think now. Collectible cards, and that's again, why are we going to get them if we're not to play with them? Well, I guess you made the argument that, well, Pokemon, you don't get these cards graded in Pokemon to play with them. You get other cheaper cards that are dirtied and played and muffled up, and you play with those. You don't do that with these. So yeah. Super Duper Hank says, well, guess you would buy more Bitcoin in terms of quantity if you rebought at a lower price after taking huge profits. Answer my own question. There you go. The King of Kong says, how do you feel about the current restriction FUD with many innocent users completely locked out for weeks and copy and paste responses, whereas influencers like Ray get unlocked after a day? So again, fortunately / unfortunately, I think that was just coincidence. Again, if I was running Veve, and let's say I had the opportunity, let's say like, I'm pretty sure this is all just by chance, like it comes in as I go, but some accounts are easier than others. I would say like, oh, okay, Ray Fixie needs to, like, this is going to look very suspect. It's going to look very sus if he gets his fix in a day. So I'm not going to say I would purposely keep his delayed several days, but that would be like, that was one of the things. So no way did they give him special treatment. Like, that, there's no way. It's probably just one of those things like, oh, hey, here's an account that we can unlock very easily because for whatever reason. And again, just because two people can get their accounts locked at the same time, one will be 2 days later, one will be 7 days later, one will be 3 days later, one will be 2 weeks later. One will be right away. One still hasn't been unlocked yet. That's just the way it goes. So again, I don't think that was intentional. I think that was just pot luck, and then like, oh, well, of course, Ray Fix has the one that gets unlocked right away. Like, I guarantee you that's what they were thinking, because that's what I would be thinking. Like, oh, they're gonna. Because again, there's always all these rumors that saying like I work for Veve, or Taps works for Veve, or anybody else that does content works for Veve. We don't work for Veve. We don't have. We don't. There's no compensation. You made the argument that the compensation is like, well, you make YouTube videos and you get super chats and you get, you can run ads. So yeah, I do get those things. But like, Akomi did send me a common hoverboard because I was voted most popular YouTuber on a stream that we had done. So they're like, oh yeah, you get a prize for that. I was like, oh, okay, cool. but that was, yeah, that was it. It's not like this, like, oh, hey, can you mention this in your next video? And I'll give you an extra 500,000 Omi. If they were to even come to me with something like that, I don't know that I could, because then at that point, I would kind of have my mouth gagged or my hands tied. And I wouldn't be able to say something. Like, if they were to say, like, oh, yeah, by the way, we got Pokemon, I can't say that. I have to, like, tailor my videos. I would much rather go hard on the speculation and go hard. Okay, well, evidence really points to this. If evidence really points to this, but then, and then having to say, like, yeah, I just don't want anyone dictating what I say or what I do, even if it is a Comey. So even if they did come to me with that type of deal, I don't know if I can take it. Now, I mean, by all means, they say, we'll give you 10 million only if you just say this. Okay, I'll do that. I guess I do have a price, but for the most part, it's if it's just like a one-off thing, I would. But if it's like, oh, hey, by the way, we own your channel, and I can't do that. And even though that I make not a lot of money on YouTube, and them saying like, oh, we're gonna pay, like, I would, again, I would forego the extra money just for the freedom, just for the principle of the thing. Again, not that they would ever do that. They haven't reached out to me at all, but I'm just saying if they did. Where was I here? Annette Ortega says, I played the lotto today to get more Omi. I guess we're all broke. Oh, sorry, Annette. Sorry, fam. Says, wish me luck, y'all. Oh, you haven't lost yet. I thought you meant you bought like a scratch off or something. But yes, Annette, I do wish you luck. Super Duper Hank says, peace, Randy. Gotta go hustle for more money. Get that bread. J-Man says, I think exchanges added IMX will be huge for Omi price. I think it will as well. Excuse me. Crypto Neon says, this is just speculation, but I honestly feel like the team are setting low expectations compared to what they're planning on releasing in terms of gamification. I wouldn't be surprised if that 3v3 game mentioned was in development by a game studio they commissioned as we speak. Obviously, I've got no proof, but it's just a hunch. I think so too, and even David says that he wants to keep a couple of things close to the vest, because if he says what he's thinking, one, he said that people won't believe him. Two, that like they'll believe that he wants it, but he won't be able to achieve it. And three, that they might just think he's crazy. They're like, all right, dude, you're nuts. Like, and they might question, like, all right, is this dude stable? Should I take out my investment? Also because, again, if you give someone expectations, they'll take that even further and further and further. So I think that they're purposely, yes, downplaying, under promise, over deliver. It's classic. Again, I had Nameless from Guidebook Gaming on yesterday and said, what is the best way to keep people happy? You meet their expectations. You give them expectations and then you meet them. Like, what does Apple do? They come out with a new phone every year. Now, is each new Apple phone this groundbreaking thing that's just 10 times better than the old phone? No, they maybe have like a faster processor. They maybe have like a better camera, like maybe. But nobody cares because it's Apple's. Oh, gotta get the new iPhone, gotta get the new... It doesn't matter. They just know what to expect, and that's what they do. So I think that's what Veve's doing right now. They're just laying down some things that they know they can achieve very easily, and they know it's coming, and when we get it, boom. It's just, that's how you keep people happy. They listen to us. They are so ingrained in the AMA spaces and everything. I love that. That AMA space grows every single time. Every single time they have one, it grows. B. Gray says, good morning, gents and gals. Good morning, Be Great. Kristen Velasco says, Randy, are you still buying Omi at these prices? I am. I just had another order. It should be going through today. Once that goes through, I'll have 111.8 million Omi. I was like, well, Chavez, you were buying like millions at a time. You're buying millions each day. I was when I had money. I don't have money anymore. So unfortunately, when I can, I'll buy an extra couple 100,000. But that's it. Like I said, the victories cost much more now. I don't have I don't have it. Like I said, I just started selling some Earth 2 tiles in order to pay for the Omi addiction. Obviously, the tiles in which I'm selling and which I'm going to put into Omi, that is all going to be put back into Earth 2. Whether it's tiles or crypto, I don't know yet. But yeah, and again, I still buy jewels and tiles every single day. Mostly in it's all in Chaveztopia, just because I want that to be huge. But also, yeah, The other ones don't seem as important now that Chavez Topia. I want it to be a big megacity, like one of the best. Kryptonian says the AMAs are truly amazing. They are. The King of Kong says, when will you sell Secret Rare Spider-Man? I don't want to say never, because my idea for the what do you call it, museum is just with season 1. It's just with season 1 NFTs, and Spider-Man, for all its glory, is not in season 1. It's in season 2. So I will eventually one day. So I think that Spider-Man becomes $100,000 next year. Why? It's like, well, Chavez, it's like, all right, well, slow down now. We're barely over 5 figures. We're barely at like 13, 14,000. Yeah, but again, this is when nobody's in. This is when they're not really advertising. This is when there's no mass adoption. And this is when nobody knows what NFTs are. I talk about them all the time on Facebook, and every single status I post, like, what's an NFT? Like, okay, well, I think that there's so few of them, and he's so popular, so wanted, so coveted. Marvel's first NFT, the first appearance of Spider. Oh God, yeah, that is, and the same way that in Pokemon, where certain cards are not released in English, where there's no English counterpart, where it's only released in one language, like this, it tends to be worth more. Now, why do I bring that up? All of the Batman, I think the Superman, I think pretty much every single NFT that we have in DC, they're all modeled after physical statues. Spider-Man wasn't. Spider-Man was not modeled after a physical statue. That was a creation of Veve's own team and dreams, and that means, like, it's unique. It's not like this Blaine's Arcanine, where it already existed in Japanese and it had an English release as well. It's not like this, where this is not unique artwork. This is unique artwork. This is something that there's only one of. So that's just another added layer of rarity that you can't get it in physical form. The statues of Superman and Batman, Harley Quinn, you could all get that in physical form if you wanted to, if you're not in NFTs. But with this Spider-Man statue, you can't. There's none like it. So this just, I think this reaches $100,000 by next year. I think that the Spider-Man NFT can reach $1 million in this decade. So I will not sell. You can make, why don't you buy more of them then? Because right now, I think that Omi goes higher first. And then if I want to get a couple more, then I can. Hopefully it's not like $100,000 by that point. But again, who knows? Who knows? I knows. Again, that's just my opinion. It's just my 2 cents on the project, on the thing. What we got here? Oh god, lots of people here. Clem A says, surprise pump in Spider-Man Secret Rare. Some folks think it'll go to 100,000 in the future. Is this realistic? I think it goes to 100,000 by next year. Just my opinion. And I just told you why. Also, the Spider-Man movie isn't out yet, and yeah. King of Kong says 100,000 rupees maybe. No, I think $100,000 next year, and I'm not wrong. I'm not. Pablo Stanimirovic says, hey, I was looking for you. Hey, what's going on? How's it going, fam? How's it going? Dordal says, hello from the Masaki guy. Oh, hello, Dordal. The person I still have not listed this on eBay yet. I will. And then if it sells, great. If not, I need you so I could buy more Omi. But be advised, like, again, my income, this is it. These are the last 2 things I have to sell. Actually, I do have a BGS 9 first edition Raichu, but that's like $1,500. It's not a lot. So I guess I do have 3 things to sell. But again, that if I sell that $1,500, cool. That's rent next month. Excuse me. Ooh, sorry. Gooseneck says 100K easy. Pablo Stanimirovic says, hello, Dashy, hello. Excuse me. The King of Kong says, honestly, the first time I tuned in here, your stream turned me off because of your ghetto backdrop. But you're the most authentic and legit streamer, I have to say. No script at all, honestly. Oh, dude, thanks, man. Thanks, fam. And we got Zach R with a $1.99 super chat. Says, why do you use someone else to buy Omi for you? It seems to not work. Maybe it is fine if I just use my tablet, but I tried. I tried using BitForce. The app just closes me out. The app force closes me out. It's like when you're with like never mind. So the app like force closes me out. Like I just get in and then it so I have a couple $100 worth of Bitcoin in there. It just BitForex just decides to poop on me. So I have to do it through another party, which is fine. It's fine. It's fine. So the King of Kong. That is yeah. I know this doesn't look professional at all, but I guess now that you mention it, I think that's part of the charm. Like you can't say that I am not authentic. I do all the drops on here with you guys, and I don't have a nice backdrop. I could maybe put myself against the beige wall over there, but my table's over here. And then we got VV Darkling says, my first time here too. Hey, VV Darkling. Hey. Oh, so real. Oh, that's. Why did you guys come back? If you saw my streams and then you's like, yeah, this guy, like, yeah, unprofessional. I'm curious why you guys came back. Because I definitely understand, like, okay, definitely don't want to look at this for like 3 hours a day. So I'm curious why what drew you back? Yeah. Crypto Dan says, would you prefer Pokemon cards or statues on Veve if they don't combine the two? I would probably say statues. Because again, the cards, I have the cards. Cards are fine. If they do the cards, I would want, because again, could you? And I'll get back to that in a second. Could you imagine a Bulbasaur statue that moves, a Bulbasaur statue that like it's animated like Ritmo? I would lose my pope on that. VV Darkling 9.99 super chat saying, bro, no one is as real as you. Dude, I love you guys, man. I love you guys so much. Yeah, you guys are great. Thanks, brother. I don't want to say like I try to be real. I just like maybe it's the lack of trying. I'm just like I don't try to put on a facade. I'm who I am. It's just me. I've put on enough hours of content for you guys. Like if there was a facade to try to keep up, it's not. It would have failed. It would have failed long ago. So yes, that is my thoughts on that. So, Crypto Neon. I would again. Bulbasaur was my first Pokemon. I didn't have a book. I didn't have any articles or a playthrough guide. I just randomly picked one, and it happened to be Bulbasaur, and I loved him, and I'll pick him again and again and again, to no avail. What did I get? Even in Pokemon X and Y, you get your normal starter, and I got a Fennekin because it's a cute little Firefox. And then what did I get when Professor, I forget his name, whatever the professor's name was, says, oh, you're going to get a Kanto starter too. Bulbasaur. Always, always, always Bulbasaur. Even however many times I replay it. And I'll do other playthroughs with other ones, but even if it takes me a longer time in between playthroughs, I'll choose him again and again and again. So anyway, I would love the statues because I've seen the cards. I've had the cards. But that's from my point of view. If I'm trying to think as an outsider, maybe that would be most nostalgic, is to get the cards. Because everyone remembers what they were. Even if they didn't collect them, they remember what they were. And in Pokemon Go, you kind of get the statues. You kind of get them when they're animated. They move. So people, I guess, have had that in recent memory, in recent history. And again, most people that play the video games, they look at them and they're animated and all that. But not very few people have played the actual trading card game, like I have. Very few people have actually, again, even if they had the cards when they were younger, or if they didn't, they knew what they were. It's not they haven't seen that in a while. So maybe the cards would actually be better for mass adoption. If they do that, I really hope that they go and do some trophy cards. That would be amazing. Even though I personally want the statues, it might actually be better for them to have the cards and to do the cards first. So that's my. I mean, I hope they do both. I hope they have the manga as well. But yeah, and when they have the cards, maybe that'll be separate from the statues. like, okay, well, you have Spider-Man statues, but you also have Spider-Man comic books. So that too. And also, I want some really weird stuff too. I want some really weird things. Maybe Dark Link with $5 super chat saying Decon, 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 Decon. Yes, I am going to DesignerCon. The flight is booked. Thank you to Mr. Enox that booked me that flight. Let me use his frequent flyer miles. I haven't actually bought the DesignerCon tickets yet. I will be there Saturday and Sunday. I won't really actually get in until Friday, so I will go, and for everyone that wants to have a drink close to the convention center after the con, I'll totally do that. I think Tabs is getting there on Friday too. I don't know if he'll join me for that, but I'll let you all know. And then, yeah, I'll go and I'll be at the con on Saturday and Sunday, and even Saturday after the con, maybe I'll do another drink. I don't know. Sunday after the con, I might have to go to bed because I think I have an early flight on Monday. I don't know. Not 100% sure. So yeah, Kryptonite, I want weird things. I want the badges. I want the original Kanto badges. I want the Boulder badge and the Cascade badge, and I want the Sun badge, the Lightning. I want everything. The Boulder and the Water badge, the Rock badge. I want them all. Earth badge is probably gonna be one of my favorites. And why I do is because that's how you're getting into the Pokemon League. I want all the Pokeballs from Generation 2. I want a Fastball. I want a Lure Ball. I want a Heavy Ball. I want the Pokeball through the Master Ball. I want to get the gym leaders. I want Blaine. I want Lieutenant Surge because he's one of the only people that we know that was in the military in those in the Great Pokemon War. So I want everything. I do. I want everything. They can take so much of my money. Pablo Stanamerivis says thank you. Says the real Randy Chavez is never wrong. Thank you. I try. We have my 1 hour Patreon member shout out. I've been waiting a long time for this moment to come. I'm destined for anything at all. Downtown lights will be shining on me like a new diamond ring out under the midnight hour. Dumbstruck, color me stupid. All right. Pablo Stanamerivis says, bro, my little bro will buy all the Pokemon cards. Me and your little bro are cut from the same cloth. Zagar says, why do you use someone else to buy only for you? It's just because either it's in New York or because the app force closes me out. It is, I can't. I have a couple $100 in Bitcoin stuck. It's probably $400 now stuck in Bitcoin in that Bitforex. Can't get it out. It is stuck there. Clem A says, I recently completed my Spider-Man set. Waiting for the $100,000 secret rare next year. Crossing my fingers, dude. Good for you, Clem A. Good for you. Yeah, that will happen. And when the secret rare is 100,000, the ultra rare is probably gonna be 15,000, like minimum, give or take. Again, just my thoughts. Lordal says nice. Poke99 says, sold my Ben Riley for $4K. Oh, nice. If you got that on the drop, you spent $50 and you got $4K. That's amazing. So happy for you. Good for you, mate. Pavle Stanomerovic says, I sold my Spider-Man Ultra Rare and never had a chance to get a Secret Rare ever. Damn. It is sad, but you know what? I'm going to hope that on the next drop, you get it. On tomorrow's drop, you get a Secret Rare, and then you can sell that, maybe work your way up, and then go on and so forth. I think you can flip your way there. VV Darkling says, my first time here too. You guys are great. Thank you for the super chat, VV Darkling. Kristen Velasco says, my man, are you going to DesignerCon? I would, but my visa expired. No, Kristen Velasco, you got to get that updated. But yes, I will. Pavlistan Mervit says, but I still own over 600 Veve collectibles and comics. It's still good. It is. I reinvested it back into Veve and never took the money out of Veve. There you go. That's how you do it. There's a couple of people that they put in a couple $100. They have $10,000 now. Someone that put in $50. Oh, guess what? They have a lot more than they have thousands of dollars now. So again, it's hard to flip when you're at the $50 to $100 range. But once you have like a couple to several $100s, you could really make some moves and just keep flipping and flipping and flipping. You can do it. People are great. The King of Kong says, I came back because you're always here. That's true. Well, when you're retired and you don't have a job, you can stream as much as you want for as long as you want. And yeah, and there's almost like never nothing to talk about. There's always something happening, and there's always people that have questions. And if I can go and be this like medium between everyone here and Okomi, say, oh well, actually because I listened to that AMA, the 5-hour AMA or whatever, I happen to know that question. Where other people that's like, I don't have time to listen to 5 hours of AMA. That's fine. So yeah, and also because again, I was not invited to the what do you call it, to the test network to start this. So I'm lucky that I have a bunch of people feeding me information every hour of every day. I could go over it. Like I'm like Sauron in this. Nobody sees, like nobody does anything without me seeing it because everyone sends stuff to me. And again, like I wasn't on the test network. Somebody they sent me that. And even yesterday, it was Kyle Wilson that broke the news that we were on the test network. So shout out to Kyle Wilson. I think I shout him out all the time, but yeah, shout out to him. And VV Darklink with that $10 super saying, no one is as real as you, dude. Thanks, brother. That means a lot. 100%. 100. The King of Comics says, and because you answer every single question, I try. Well, yeah, that's one thing I do pride myself on as well. Again, most every other YouTuber, they have full-time jobs, and sometimes they work overtime, and they have families or girlfriends or whatever, and it's just really hard to ask them to do that. And I don't. I mean, yeah, I have a girlfriend. We see each other once a week, give or take. And of course, the last time we saw each other, it was date night, and then David was in that 5-hour, 8-hour AMA space. It's like, oh god, and I missed it. It's like, but again, it was good. We had a nice anniversary. Again, I always think anniversary should be from when you became official, but she thinks it's when it was our first date, and our first date was about a year ago. So, thank you guys for 50 likes. That means the world to me. Yeah, so I do pride myself because I think I'm the only YouTuber that answers every single question, every single comment, whereas a lot of other people, again, it's just very, very hard. It's you can't ask them to do that while they have full-time jobs and while they have other stuff to take care of. It's just not really fair to them to ask them to do that. But with me, I don't have any of those, so I am more than happy to do that with all y'all. Omar Kasaja says, do you think we'll have a utility for Spider-Man Secret Rare, like go to the movies? I remember after the drop, someone posted the people that HODLs get to see the new movie, but I wasn't sure if it's true. That would be amazing. I don't think so. I mean, you obviously have that with the James Bond NFT, but there's only 7 of those. Would they pay 1,000 people to... Well, I guess only 910, because out of the 1,000 that they made, 90 were taken, were kept. So 910 people, let's say it was a movie, $15? So I don't... Oh, my maths is not good right now. So, oh god, 910 times 15. So it would really only cost them about $14,000 for them to $13,650 for them to send everyone. So they could do that. I don't really see the need for. I mean, having a Secret Rare Spider-Man is its own reward, but who knows? Mickey Madison said, "We're here because you're the GOAT." Oh, why thanks, guys. Pablo.America says, love Veve and collecting again as I lost most of my physical collectibles. I started back in the 80s collecting stamps first, then baseball cards and comics. I'm happy we have this opportunity. I'm happy. This is what we've been preparing for as collectors our whole lives. Just buy and hold, and just never let go. This is what we've been training for. Pablo.America is self-taught, 100%. Same here, Pablo. Says the real Randy Chavez is correct and knows things. I'm correct and I know things. I love Peter Dinklage. I was actually just rewatching a movie that I saw with my girlfriend last year, or early this year. It's called I Care a Lot. It's about this woman, I don't even know her name. It's how forgettable she is. No, she's a good character. They take these old people and she colludes with a doctor, and the doctor is like, oh, this person's chart. This person lives alone. This person is old. This person has Monet. And what they do is they write a letter to the courts saying this old person has shown clear signs of dementia and they need to be taken as a ward of the state And then this lady takes these people, which they're fine. These people are 100% okay, but they just say because it's an emergency hearing with the court, these people aren't there. These people aren't there to go and say, guys, I'm fine. And they basically get kidnapped. Old people get kidnapped, and then they kidnap Peter Dinklage's mom. And spoilers if you haven't seen this, I'm sorry, but then like it gets crazy. It gets like and there's like and then there's like a couple of twists. You're like, all right, this is what the movie's about, and then you're just like, oh no, this is what it's about. Oh, that's and it's like it's so good. I cannot recommend it enough. I've seen it 3 times now. I saw it once, and then I saw it with the girlfriend, and then I just saw it again. Yeah, hella good. Ginferno says, I heard a rumor, and I'm sorry, this is how my mind works. He says, he's correct, and he knows things. That leads me to Peter Dinklage and Game of Thrones. That leads me to Peter Dinklage, and I care a lot, and that's just the way my mind works. I'm sorry. Ginferno says, I heard a rumor, or maybe I'm starting it now, that the fridge behind you is actually a Comey's, and you're in their bathroom. You should get back to work on those Pokemon NFTs for us. Thanks. If I didn't make that video, where is it? Where is it? Library, your videos. If I didn't make that video the other week saying how I went from no bed to being a millionaire with a Comey, and that video showed me walking down that's a hallway, by the way, right there. If it didn't show me walking down that hallway and into my sad bedroom with no bed, just a mattress on the floor, I would have said that is a very good rumor. If I had never shown that, I would have said like, well, actually, yeah. How do people know? How do people know that maybe? I don't even know if I could show this with the label. That this isn't just the break room, and Dashi isn't just property of whatever. I guess you don't. I guess you don't know that the designs that we have for clothing on a Comey. No, I'm joking. That's mine. I got it from Black Milk, I think. But it is a Bowser jacket. It's really, really cool. So that would have worked out perfectly if I hadn't have made that video. And VV Darklink with that $5 super chat saying Dragon Con 4 times. I'm sorry, not Dragon Con, Designer Con. Dude, I can't wait to meet everyone. I can't wait to have a beer with y'all. 1 beer, 2 max. I do not want to get all saucy on Friday night, and then I can't go to the convention on Saturday morning because I'm sitting on the toilet like, oh. I just had Zach Keeley on the podcast. I served with him. He's in a band now, and just great dude. And I just remember one time after like drinking one night, I hear him in the bathroom. He's like, oh. I was like, you're right. He's like, I'm hungover. I was like, sorry, man. He's like, it's okay, Chavez. He called me dad too, so I call him son, which is fine. Only one link says collectibles tab, comics tab, trading card tab. That'd be good. And then manga tab eventually, maybe, or maybe I guess manga would be in the comic realm. I don't know. Pablo says D Con. Oh, you'll be there. Very good. Look at this bread. Be Great says Legend of Zelda and Super Mario. Oh, I would love that as well. Vivi Darkling says, fine, just 1 or 5 or 6. Honestly, so it's like a weird thing where if I have 1, like, yeah, I can have another. I could have maybe 3. And then after that, it's like I either have to go like right then and there, or it's just like, are we doing some shots, boys? Are we doing some shots for a Comey, for Reese, for Trevor? Like, and it's just I won't make it the next day. So we can't do that. I've told people that I will be at the con, and I cannot, as much as I would love to, as much as I would love to go crazy and get lost. 1, I don't have the money for that. 2, it's we got to save that for the Omi party. We got to save that for the Omi parties. 5 cents at Dan Lee's, 10-cent Long Island party. Gotta save it. We can't just do that all willy-nilly. We gotta make sure we pace ourselves. We gotta delayed gratification is what we gotta do. Yeah. Oh god, where was I? Yeah, Zelda and Super Mario would be heckin' great. Pablo says, learning so much here about all this Pokemon stuff. Yes, we are. It's just me says, hey Randy, why is the Omi price crashing? Well, let me take a look. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's probably not crashing, but maybe a correction. Let's take a look, though. Let's take a look. Dude, if I see this in the fives, I'm selling everything. If I see this in the fives, I'm selling everything, and I'm going all in again. But we're at 0.0063, and and we have a nice 34 million Omi sell order at 0.0066. That is 34 million. That man, I should. Oh my god, I should. I don't have that much money left. I gotta wait and see. I gotta let you guys know because man, I'll let you guys know. Let me see what the and again, why it's doing this is because, well, okay, we've one last shakeout to shake out the paper hands before we moon. Sure, maybe it's manipulation. Let's all put a bunch of sell orders here, make it drop from 0.007 to 0.0, as far as we can, and then we buy it back. We buy it back up, and then that propels the moon. Who knows? Getting to 112 million, probably going to be really good. Again, I just bought some yesterday. If I can sell one of the, again, I don't have the, I'm going to tell you guys exactly what's going on in my mind. And like, oh, don't you have a couple grand left? Yeah, but I also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 weeks and 1, 2, 3, 4 days. 10 weeks and 4 days before January 3rd, where I can go and cash out. And again, I'm not going to cash out the whole thing. Where I can do that before, and again, if I do that on January 3rd, I don't have to pay taxes on it until 2023. So that 10 weeks, am I going to need $1,000 a week? No. I might need, well, I have to pay for November and December, and then obviously in January I'm going to have that. So I would say $6,000 maybe. I would need $6,000. And right now, currently, I'm getting about $500 a week from the aging receivable still, and which is fine. That's a good amount. But then I have other things that I need to do as well. I need to stop spending. I need to stop everything. I don't know. And I'm gonna be at decon. I'm at decon for all of y'all. I am going to need to try to figure out what I need to do to last to that time before I cash out. I guess I could sell. I don't want to sell any property in Earth 2 that's in my mega city. It's in Chaveztopia. So I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know. But because again, for October, got about a week and a half left. And I get, because again, I still need to buy some more collectibles. We have a lot, and I only have one extra hymn. I have 2 hymns, 1 extra. Who knows? I'll let y'all know. But yeah, it's just one last shakeout, I think. Poke99 says, what moves would you make now with 4,000 gems? 4,000 gems. Probably. I would make a calculated risk, and this would be a gamble. But if I just had, well, it depends on what I was going for. If I only had like 1 or 2 sets, and it's like, okay, well, I can complete a couple of more sets, and maybe it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really help my chances too much as getting into the Master Collector program. Or I can just, if I just want to flip, it's like, well, and again, I've seen this in Pokemon before. The PSA 10 rises, the PSA 9 is going to be right behind it. So I would get, I might get 2 of the ultra rare Spider-Man from that Spider-Man set, just because that would cost you about $4,000. And I think, again, as this rises, so will the ultra rare Spider-Man. That's what I would do if I was just looking to flip. Or 2 Pokemon, the real Pokemon. Phil says Pokemon in a metaverse. LOL. Yes. Yes. Where will we see it first? We don't know. BJ Go says, "Hi Randy. For those of us who cannot get the Spider-Man Secret Rare, what's the next best one to get from that collection?" PS the Rare looks just like the Secret Rare, but just not animated. I would say the Ultra Rare is the next best one, as I just mentioned to Poke99. J-Man21 says, "Where do you see the common and the uncommon Spider-Man heading?" Well, right now, figure what is, let's just say 13.5 times point. Nope. 2.15. So figure the Ultra Rare is about 15% of what the Secret Rare is right now. I think that'll go up. I think that gap will close slightly to maybe be 1/5 and make it to like 2,700, maybe 3. I don't know. But I don't even know I was surprised that the commons were 120 plus, give or take. Let's see what I got here. I have a couple of weddings that I have to get gifts for as well. Fudge, man. I did not want to do this. I can't. I need the rest of my money for the rest of the year. Why do my friends have to get married? The common and the uncommon, I would say the common, there's so many of them though. 32,000 of them, give or take. I mean, it's first Spider-Man though. It's first appearance. It's common. I would say that can quadruple by next year, maybe. Again, there's just so much more of those. Again, quadrupling maybe at $400. Again, I'd have to wait and see until how many people get in. It's probably going to be millions, but who knows. Dennis Lee says, "Were you an Air Force guy? Where were you stationed, McGuire?" I was actually, yeah, 100%. Do we serve together? How do you know so much? Wubba Wubba says, "Do you think the Ben Reilly Spider-Man Ultra Rare will do something similar to the first appearance Spider-Man?" I mean, it kind of already has. Again, there's the Ultra Rare for that Ben Reilly Spider-Man is so rare. There's like 600 of them. So, yeah, I could see that. Not doing the exact same thing. I don't think it'll get to 10 grand anytime soon. Next year, sure. This year, I don't know. Pavle Sanamervid says, "I agree. I'm totally on the same page." Felipe B says, "Somebody interested in the Becky Cloonan Batman, mint 261 for 1,300. Girlfriend is so frustrated that she bought it for 1.2, and nobody is interested in. Guess who gets the aggravation?" Sorry, Felipe B. I'm sorry, man. Well, I mean, I'm not right now, but I tell her to hodl. We'll go up at some point. Pablo Stanamariva says, "Love to see you live and helps us a lot. This is the support I look for. You're good in my book, and then thank you so much for being you and true." Thanks, man. Can't wait to meet all y'all. Felipe B says, "I'm glad you're streaming every day. It's better than every audiobook." Well, I guess it's new. It's new every day. I do repeat a lot of the same things. I mean, people ask. So, I've only actually listened to 2 audiobooks. One was The Art of the Deal, and Donald Trump didn't read it. There was somebody else that read it. He kind of sounded like him, though. And the other was Talking as Fast as I Can by Lauren Graham. Still haven't finished it, but it's really good. I really like it. Brenda Z says, "My mom's B-Day is in 2 days. Do I get her Omi?" I'd get her an NFT. I'd get her one of those. Brenda says, "Monster Hunter Dragon looks so fire. Can't wait, dude. I can't wait. I hope they give it. You know how we have like helpers in the Monster Hunter games? Like we have the cat. Like Monster Hunter 4, I had like this orange cat named it Erica because that's the girl I was dating at the time. So awesome. So cute." BB Darkling says, "Fine, not just one beer or 5 or 6 beers." I mean, if you get me drunk, it'll probably have just one more. Look like a Family Guy character that fell down the stairs at the end of the day. Pablo Stanamarovit says, "Let's just officially call it Dragon Con, only because dragons are way cooler than designers." Well, designers can design some really cool dragons. Kolja H. Punked says, "If Spider-Man's Secret Rare brings me 100K, I will come to your home and bring you a beer." Thanks, man. I'll have to let you know where I'm living at the time because it is so cold here. Like, I don't like it, and it's only October. It's only October. I guess that's what you get when you live in the New York heat with no air conditioner. You get really used to the heat, and now it's like chilly, but to me it's freezing. So yeah, I'll let you know. Pavle Santa Maria says, yes, Brendan, owe me 100%. That is what I got my mom also. Very good. Bubble says, might as well call ViviCon at this point. We probably should. Pablo Santa Maria says, Secret Rare Spider-Man, never sell it. Kind of hard not to sell it 100K. I was like, oh, I could press this button and get 100K for it. There's so much good food in Anaheim. You're going to absolutely love it. I've been to San Diego before. Never been to Anaheim, though. Pablo Santa Maria says, ViviCon, even better soon. Wubba Wubba says, there's a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle just down the street from the convention center. Oh, chicken and waffles are so good. I love them. Wubba Wubba says, and there's a great cheap buffet at Food for Less Plaza the other way down the street. Honestly, I might just pack some sandwiches. I might be like, all right, these 9 sandwiches are going to last me. That's going to last me. It's going to last me the flight. I'm gonna try to sleep on the flight and get there, eat a couple sandwiches. Try to sleep. I'm just going to try to sleep. Like, you ever have sleep for dinner? That's what I'm going to try to do. You're going to try to do. We'll see. Pavle says buying opportunities. This is a good buying opportunity, and I wish I had more, but I don't. Todali Awesome says Bitcoin all-time high. Oh yeah. Internet Hokaz says could be liquidity leaving into the big coins because Bitcoin, Ethereum mainly due to bull run. It's possible. I wouldn't do that, but it's possible. Mervit says, if you help me figure out how I can cash out my TRXC, I will share it with you 100% stumped on this one crypto. I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Ow. My knee. Oh, God. I'm not sure. I'd say maybe YouTube might be better. Atomic Z06 says, MTL is a requirement before I expect any major move up for OMI, but expect an initial dip when folks initially cash out when MTL is first available. Yeah, that makes sense. And again, if you started with a couple $100 and now you have like 10,000, I would expect people to liquidate some so they can get $8,000. I would definitely expect that. Kadali Autumn says, do you think Pokemon Celebration is good investment for long-term sealed box? If they don't do any reprints or print reruns, sure. I mean, any sealed product, as long as they don't do reprints, probably going to be good. Like, there's a couple of ones that are just the price is never going to move, for years. But this one, yeah, I like it. I do. There seems to be a little bit of hype around it. But yeah, when we do have a dip for MTL, if that does happen, that will be a good buying opportunity as well. People that are going to try to sell, get their stuff to get gems so they can cash out. I will buy that dip if I can. Omar Kasaja says, I feel like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Will be part of the Viviverse because they'll give a chance for people to have a real experience of battling and duel. That wasn't just me having an attack. That was an actual, like, they edited that on Cartoon Network. It's time to duel. And I was like, oh, that's so cool the way they did that. Yeah. Omar says, marriage is a big thing in this season. It is, especially because last year they couldn't. My God. Got to get him something. I don't know what to get him. El Heck says, gonna bring you a fat pre-roll at the convention. I actually don't smoke. And I don't. So there's reasons why I don't smoke, and there's reasons why I don't partake in the edibles. I don't smoke because I've tried many different times, multiple different times. Does not affect me. I've tried from bongs. I've tried from everything. Doesn't work. Whereas the edibles, like that's what it does. So I have to stay away from both. Or I guess I could smoke, but it's not gonna do anything. Steve Tulupe Ansale says, what's Vivi doing to compensate collectors in Europe that are purchasing gems at higher rates because we pay for it in euros? I don't know. I think that's just something that we have to deal with right now, and I think that's it. I think that's just it. It sucks. It just sucks, and it's just nobody's fault. It's just that's just the way it is right now. I don't know if they might. They can't compensate all of Europe for that one thing. I think it's just, well, what's going to happen. gonna pay more for these gems, and yeah. At least that's just how I see it. John Robert Yellen says the 30-something million sell has been canceled. What? 0.0066. You're right. By George, he's right. All right, well, interesting. Guess I didn't want to heck it up too bad. Moving on here. John Robert says the third. Oh yeah, J-Man says, ask my wife for Omi for Christmas. Hey-yo. Yeah, I got to tell my girlfriend, babe, we are going to exchange nothing this year. And that would be great. Pablo Stanamero says, teach me everything. 30 million was canceled. Nice. I'll try to teach as much as I can. Don Robert Yellen says, there's one for 4 million and one for 6 million that has been put in behind it. But hopefully they'll realize they are not going to get the price drop they want and may cancel too. Yeah, I mean, the 4 and 6 million aren't really too big. The 30 million was big though. Bernazzi says, anyone see the Lakers dream team get stomped last night? Rip. Oh, rip. No, I didn't, but rip. E1 Guop says, going to DesignerCon? Heck yeah, I am. Sodom Margaret says, wow. E1 Guop says, if you are, let's go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Meal on me. I don't think I'll be able to. I think I'll be able to just do a thing at a bar and hang with everyone, and then stuff at the con. Because if I try to go like, oh hey, let's go here, one, I'll be stuffed, and two, I just won't have the time. But I'll let everyone know. Again, I don't even have the tickets yet. I don't even know where I'm staying. I don't know. Taps booked it. I have no idea. So I'll keep you all posted. Ramsey said, "Nah, don't go there." What? I love chicken and waffles. Why am I not allowed to live my best life, Brendan Z? Koljal H. Pong says, I am from Hamburg, Germany. I know, bad weather. But by the way, my name is Kolja, first name, and H. Punked, the first letters from my surname, and A. Point, like Randy C. Ah, okay, all right. Kolja H. Gotcha. Well, guten Tag. I think you will not understand my message above. I think I got it. I spend some time in Kaiserslautern a lot because I go to, oh my God, Ramstein. I go to Ramstein a lot, airbase, because I have a bunch of friends there. So it's a good time. Oh, wow. I missed my 90-minute Patreon member shout out. What's it going to be? I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. Stepping through that open door. I believe I can fly. We were talking about basketball. That got me thinking of Michael Jordan, which got me thinking of I believe. You know, the was that R. Kelly? R. Kelly, it felt kind of bad singing one of his songs. He's a bad man. Bobo says, give him a Veve NFT. Duh. He says, bro, if you come to Cali, you're going to have to smoke. Good luck. Maybe, we'll see. Dezuma says, haha, what? Pavle Stanamero says, a dab. I think he was talking about a different dab, though. Ehex says, huh? Pavle says, let's go. Ben says, Stizzy gang. Lord of the Realms says, I just convinced my mom to throw in 25 grand into Omi. Get that bread! Your mom's going to be rich. Going to thank you. Then you're going to inherit that one day. Good for you, mate. A dad will take care of that for sure. Is this what it's going to be? Just get Chavez high? Is this what it's going to be the whole weekend? I'm not going to remember the whole thing. Sonamaro says, we'll invite a bunch of Veve people to Korean barbecue in Anaheim. Day 2? Maybe? I don't know. I have to see what the schedule's like. I have to see what we're doing. Like, I might be tired. I'm going to be jet lagged. I don't know. Omar says, I usually buy a gift that is useful for the person to use every day, like something simple and thoughtful. Like I got a friend a wallet because he uses a rubber band as a wallet. He can get a wallet. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, yeah, Lord of the Realm. I got my mom to put $100 into Earth 2. Hey, yo, get it. Brendan Z, be dabbing all the ways. Mr. Stanamarovich says, we need to get Randy a dab. Oh my God, this is great. Korean barbecue is awesome, expensive though. So let me go to where was it where everyone's like, yo, let's get you high. You're gonna have to smoke. Let's go, Sizzy Gang. All right, I missed it. I'll give him a blinker. I don't know what a blinker is. And Stan Mervin says, let's go, it's on me. And Robert Yellen says, worst decision I made because she keeps bothering me with where Lambo type of questions. It's really annoying. And these, I'm good at forcing people. Hey-oh. Stan Mervin's like, Brendan Z. And it's back up to 0.0064, which is nice. Omar Casada says, the wife, my friend, was so thankful and appreciative because she saw that I was thinking of him and it was meaningful for both of them, and I wrote great memories about them and the friendship. Aw, that's good. Santa Marvin says, Kolja sta imonova, das ist gut. Oh, great. Omar says, you easily can give a meaningful gift because you're honest and caring. Dashy's got your back. For Danielle, we didn't exchange gifts last year. And I don't think I want us to exchange gifts this year. She knows what's coming. She knows that I'll have a lot of money one day, and she'll just live the good life. So yeah, she knows. Sacrifice now, get good stuff later. She's on board. Brendan Z says, sounds like the real R. Kelly. Ah, thanks, man. Says R. Kelly's in jail, but the song is fire. That's such a good song. Like, it's so weird that, like, things like that, like, yeah, what he did, pretty heckin' bad. Not the I don't, yeah, pretty heckin' bad. But that song is so good, though. That song is so heckin' good. Yeah. John Robert Yellow says 34 million is back, plus 6 million behind it. It's dropping the price. Oh, dude, I gotta get in. I gotta get in so bad. I don't have money. Is it back? I don't see it back. I don't see it back. Maybe it was back for a second. Now it's gone again. There's still 10 million sell volume and only 2.9 million buy volume, so it might go down. I don't know. We'll see. Brendan Z's like, Son of Mary's like, let's go. I was like, probably with that logic, Jared Fogle is in jail, but his movie's fire. Jared from Subway? Did he do movies? Says, oh no, I need to pick that up. As he says, you don't need to know. Says, y'all know that Disney World is close to Decon. Oh my God. Or Disneyland. He's right, Disneyland. I don't know. I don't think I'd have time to go. Roko Jugovad says, anybody interested in Ultimate Fallout number 4? I'm good, but somebody right here might. Disneyland's been open, no? I don't know. Burns says, how much, Roko? Pablo Sanamarva says, Jugovac Zdravo. I don't know what that means. Looks this year, you can write a wonderful letter. I could write her a letter. I don't know. Maybe. She has begun to notice that all of my pop culture references are like not my own. They're just because I started watching Gilmore Girls with her. It's like, this is where you got that from. I was like, so if I write a letter, she's like, oh, where'd you get this from? Episode 7 of Gilmore Girls? Like, oh, I don't know. Yep, Anaheim Convention Center right next. Disney is boof. I don't know what boof means. We're going to get lit AF. Knott's Berry Farm isn't far away either. I don't even know what that is. Raul says, just joined, but in case it wasn't mentioned, Pokemon Day is months away, and the anniversary isn't too far away. Yeah, Pokemon Day is February, so maybe then. Pavle says, just for the photos. Knott's in the Buena Park, bro. I don't know what any of this means. Garlic knots? I'm down for garlic knots. Hope to see you there, 100%. Brendan, DM me on Telegram or Twitter. All right, everybody, I got to bounce. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. Everyone check out Star Helix and Veve Vault on YouTube and at Not Star Helix and at Hey David on the Twitter. All right, I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, meow. Thank you all so much for the super chats. Those mean the world. I'll be back streaming again tomorrow for the drop, and I will be on Guidebook Gaming stream, link down below to Guidebook Gaming, tonight at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'll be on there, on their Twitch. No, thanks later, Randy. All right, bye guys. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow. Wow.